We welcome you to our weekly one-on-one with head coach Doug Pederson, presented by Wawa. I'm Insider Dave Spadaro. And Coach, I have an idea. I want to go full-on optimism. You going to be with me on this one?
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Let's start. What is working with the offense? What do you like with what you've seen in the offense moving forward?
I think we've caught some traction with our run game. I think that's something the last 2 weeks we've kind of put our hat on and excelled in. I like the fact too that we've gone a little more up tempo. With our offense, it's provided points in the first quarter. More so of the field goal nature. We'd love to score the touchdowns, obviously, and that's something we got to focus on. And then just I think too, especially early in football games, getting Carson out of the pocket, allowing him to see the field a little bit differently, has had a little bit of success on the defense and is putting pressure on the defenses that way too. So those couple of things right now in the first couple of games have really kind of sparked us and kept us in these games.
Why does Uptempo work, and when have you kind of called it in your coaching history? When is it a feel that you have?
There's really two things. One, it's sometimes you start the game, up tempo. You want to go ahead and put pressure, kind of shock the defense by starting a game that way. And then the second reason is maybe your offense is in a little bit of a lull, and you need to spark your own offense, and it's a way to kind of get the offense sort of jump started during a game. So it's a little bit of both. It's feel sometimes because your offense maybe is looking for a spark, and then the other way is you're trying to shock the defense right out of the gate and go up tempo, to start.
You feel you have the versatility with some players to maybe change things up here moving forward, changing up the approach? You kind of mentioned that early in the week to the media.
Yeah, I mean, there's something we're going to take a look at. We got to, with the number of injuries that we have on offense, we're going to have to be creative with the guys we have, right? And look at everybody, and even our practice squad players that we might have to elevate, as these next in the coming weeks, and so we're going to take a look at that as a staff. I know you only have a couple of weeks or a couple of days until you're back on the practice field, but we got to do it in a rapid manner, so that we have the best possible personnel, available for our upcoming week.
Doug, Miles Sanders, running back, year 2. Tell me what kind of development progress you've seen from him.
I've seen great progress. I've seen a guy that's running with great vision. He's running hard. He runs behind his shoulder pads, as we say. His pass protection has gotten extremely better in 2 years. He's still, a dynamic pass catcher out of the backfield, route runner is some of the things that we're going to continue to explore with him. But I really like where he's at, going into year 2.
I know the story of Greg Ward is the former college quarterback turned wide receiver in the NFL. I don't even want to talk about him as a former quarterback. He looks like he is so comfortable in that wide receiver position, mostly from the slot. He really seems to have come a long, long way.
He has, and he's really, obviously, changing positions like you mentioned from quarterback to receiver. He's got such a great head on his shoulders. He understands defense. He understands, leverage, zone man. He knows his own strengths and weaknesses, and he uses that, to get open. I think he and Carson are beginning to really kind of be on the same page a little bit more. And so we got to find, again, he's one of those players that we got to find ways to get the ball to now here in the next couple of weeks.
On Sunday, John Hightower, his most action in the NFL, certainly much improved from week 1 against Washington. Did you see the same thing?
I do see the same thing. He is taking steps forward, which is good. He's another one who's got great speed, quickness, elusiveness. We were able to, put him in positions to not only he drew a couple of, interference calls, in the game, Sunday that helped us go down and score that game-tying touchdown. But he is getting better, and he's a young player that we're excited about, and we got to continue to coach him and get him to really embrace now, his opportunity in the NFL.
Doug, I know Carson has made some mistakes. He's got some throws he'd like to have back, but boy, I thought he played so hard on Sunday against Cincinnati. And I really feel like that's what he's going to be bringing to the table every week, that he's not going to let this external stuff bother him.
Yeah, he brings so much energy every week, and he played with a great mental and physical toughness, I think, on Sunday that really sort of kind of oozed out to the rest of the offense and probably to the rest of the team. the way he battled and hung in there, brought the team back, scored the game tying, touchdown there at the end. And, you're right. There are some plays he would like to have back. And these are things that we're going to continue to coach. We're going to continue to coach all the players the same. We're going to coach them hard. We're going to coach them aggressive so that moving forward, we make those plays. And it's still a long season. We're only 3 games in, 13 to go, and we're not far out of first place even in our division right now. So there's a positive as well.
There we go. That is the theme here. We're going to be positive. And Doug, the D-line, the sacks come in bunches. They came in bunches on Sunday. Maybe this is the start of something big for a defensive line that we all think is going to be very, very good.
Yeah, it's a talented D-line, and it was good to get Fletcher out there during the week. We didn't know if he was going to be available, and came out and he played well. Hargrave getting his second game and getting his legs, going a little bit. I thought Josh Sweat coming off the edge, BG, even Derek Barnett. Really put some pressure on Burrow a little bit in the pocket and really did a nice job. And it really, when you can do that and put pressure with 4 guys, we also pressured a little bit from the safety and nickel spots a little bit, which also added some pressure in there. It makes it a little more difficult to complete passes down the field. I thought the D-line did a nice job.
Doug, we enter the phase of Eagles are in a familiar role as underdogs. Will you play that up this week?
Well, I go into every week as we're underdogs, and we always have something to prove. Back's always against the wall. Got to come out swinging each and every week, and we just kind of backed ourselves into a corner a little bit this first 3 games of the season. So. There's no quit. There's there's a lot of fight and energy with this group, which I'm excited about. We get a chance to coach another week, and I'm looking forward to that.
What have you seen from the Niners?
It's a good team. Obviously, in the Super Bowl last year, they're dealing with some injury issues as well. But we'll see how the week goes. But this is a good team. They do a lot of stuff on offense, the play action pass game, the run game on offense. So we got to be real disciplined there. This is a really good third down defense. They can get after the passer with the pass rush that they have, and so we got to be creative and looking forward to the opportunity.
Doug, last one. What is it like for you to go through this stretch? How do you respond internally?
You're obviously disappointed, right, in the way the team played, or you didn't come away with the win or whatever it might be, and so for a few hours you just kind of. You're going back through the tape and you're grinding through it and you're cranking on. But then you know what? You finally snap out of it and you're like, we got another opportunity. The sun came up today. Get another chance to coach. We got a great opportunity this weekend. We're in the national spotlight. It's a Sunday night football game, and we're excited about that. And going on the road, and we understand we got to coach and play better, and it all starts there. And we'll do that this week.
See that optimism to start the week here. Let's carry it through to Sunday night and beat the Niners, our weekly one-on-one with head coach Doug Pederson. Presented by Wawa. Coach, good luck on Sunday against San Fran.
Thank you, Dave.